Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Oh, testing. Testing. All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Buffalo Happy Hour. And we're in season 2.
Season 2 getting released.
Season 2. Did you ever think that you were going to start a podcast with your best bud where you would be in season 2?
No, I didn't think we'd make it through the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
That's true. Without being canceled.
Yeah.
By no one.
That's right.
We're in season 2, bro. So we decided that we were going to stop season 1 and start season 2 at the start of the new year. So everybody, Happy New Year. It is officially 2020. Got my 2020 vision on. I wonder how many times that joke is going to be made.
Way too many times. Probably only by white people.
Probably.
Yeah.
Did you get told that a lot, like, coming up to this new year? Because I was hearing it all the time.
Yeah.
So obnoxious. What's your worst one-liner that you had around that?
We promised not to get political, but the one
It's
about
true.
politics.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
mine too. So you stole it right out of my mouth, Mike.
Sorry, man.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good.
But yeah, so we're starting it off with a bang.
Yes.
We're actually incorporating a lot of cool stuff to start off season 2.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, I'm trolling you right now wearing this t-shirt.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it. Like, I get the premise of the shirt itself. For everybody that can't read it, it says, "I'm never drinking again." And then a picture of Dory with a whiskey glass, and it says, "Oh, look, whiskey."
And then on the back, obviously our logo.
So, like, what made you get that? You want to tell the people the story behind it?
Yeah, for those that didn't watch season 1, first of all, watch season 1.
Yeah, what are you doing?
But it actually was because you are a Nickelodeon fan, and I'm a Disney fan, and one of the companies that we partnered with, good old Queen City.
Queen City Creative Works.
That's right. They obviously listened to our podcast and picked up immediately that I love Disney, starting strong.
Wow, this one was quicker. Wow, and I'm already stuttering.
Doing good.
This one was quicker than the other time. Cheers,
Yeah.
bro.
Cheers, man.
So smooth. Ooh, even better.
This is the delicacy, man.
Even better.
Yeah. So 2 things. So first, they noticed that I was a Disney fan, so they made me this t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Did a great job. Threw a logo on the back. I'm excited for that. Turned out really nice, and it's a nice, comfortable t-shirt. Fits well. And secondly, I'm stoked for this whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stoked.
Absolutely.
We got some good facts to touch on that we can get into. But I also want to discuss what's on my leg right now.
Yeah. But let's start off.
Go ahead.
I am struggling.
Yeah, take your time.
Let's start our segment. I feel like I'm struggling every week, but today just kind of seems like one of those days.
It's all good, man.
But let's start off with like a little weekly recap. So what happened this past week? So you can start touching on what you have on your lap.
All right, so...
It was an emotional week for you.
Yeah, it was.
Weekend. So also for everybody that is listening, today is the 23rd of December.
Yeah.
We are recording this ridiculously early from when this is going to be released because we wanted to take a break for the holidays.
And we're motivated.
So we also recorded 3 episodes in a matter of a week. So right now, it's quite a lot of content coming out your way.
Doing good things. We're staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah. So that's my weekly recap. Just grinding, bro. Editing a shit ton of stuff. It is... So I did a lot of research on, like, software to start podcast editing and everything like that. If we just recorded audio, you know how much easier this would be? If we didn't do video?
But people love the videos.
People love the video, yeah. But it seriously, like, all we have to do is export that in MP3, and then that's it. We just upload it.
Yeah, that's a joke.
None of this extracting, none of this anything.
No.
It would be done in like 5 minutes max.
But it's not our style.
No, it's not. You're right. We go balls to the wall all the time.
That's right. So now we're looking at editing software for videos.
Oh, no. I was today.
Of course. So, anyways, so on the 21st of December, 2019, I had my last holiday unit ball for the holidays. Did I say holiday? I think I said it twice in that sentence.
Yeah, I mean, it's the holiday unit, holiday ball for the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Official.
So I had to arrive in my dress uniform. Colleen showed up in her wonderful dress. She looks stunning, per usual. She always one-ups me. It's pretty annoying. But anyways, I guess that's her job anyways.
That's what they're meant to do.
Yeah. So I had to give a speech, and I was given a meritorious service medal for my service in the Army, so that was pretty cool. And then my unit gave me a plaque, rank name, brief description, thanked me for my time, and then my date ranges. So that was cool. And I also got a bag of free Black Rifle coffee.
Nice.
Stoked for that. Hashtag not a sponsor. Hashtag they definitely should be.
They definitely can be, and we want to start that right now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Black Rifle coffee's insanely delicious.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped for that. Definitely come over and have it.
So, kind of just to diverge a second, we had a Christmas thing at Gina's family this past weekend, and her brother had me for Secret Santa, and he gave me 2 bags of Black Rifle coffee and a tumbler.
That's what I'm talking
pumped about that.
Yeah,
and I had it the other day. It is insanely delicious.
Yeah. It's insanely expensive, but it's really good.
Sorry, sir. Continue.
No, you're good. So I got permission for the first time in season 2.
Sorry, sir. Continue.
So I gave a speech and thanked everybody.
Did you start tearing up in the speech?
No, I had the tear quiver lip for about 14 microseconds and then realized that as an alpha male and standing in front of my guys, I can't show emotion. So I just capped it and just buried it as deep as possible.
Yeah, that's Irish.
So, yeah, I'm
Can't
not
show
letting that
emotion.
happen. No.
Do you have weak tear ducts to begin with?
No.
No. I have very weak tear ducts.
Really?
Which is kind of confusing to a lot of people because I'm a big burly man and I tear up in like all movies. Not gonna lie.
I cry when I watch Miracle for the first time.
Yeah, I probably did too.
As soon as the USA chant happened, I just lost my marbles.
Yeah.
So I'm officially out of the Army when this airs. My last day is the 26th of December, as officially in the Army. So I'm wearing a DD-214 blanket, which I'm actually really stoked about.
Yeah, show everybody.
A buddy from deployment got me this blanket.
If you're not watching on YouTube, go watch on YouTube because this is a sick blanket.
And it is the Department of Defense 214 form on a blanket. So it's your release from active duty discharge paperwork. And it's blank. I didn't fill in my info. You can actually get these made with all your info on it. Your complete DD-214. I did not. So I'm actually ecstatic for this. It's super soft and comfortable. Your basement's always typically cold. So it's nice to keep my cowboy thighs nice and warm.
Oh my God, we're going back to it. First release of the cowboy thighs in season 2. First reference of it right here.
Yeah. Bringing it back.
Yeah. But it's always cold because we have the furnace off so people can actually hear us.
I know.
In our truest form.
Yeah. We're trying to
All
keep the background
stuttering.
noise down.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm like Drew Lynch up here. Just always stuttering, man. I can't do it. It's tough.
No, you're good.
But that's sick. That is a very, very comfy blanket. And that's awesome that they did that for you. And it's congratulations on being done. That's a huge accomplishment. 8 years in, not your typical 4. You did a lot, so congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm excited to just spend more time at home and
Grinding on this podcast.
grind on the pod, you know?
The pod.
Make
pod
some
life.
content for the boys. That's it. And the gals.
And
But
the
yeah,
gals.
I'm
And
stoked.
everybody.
Everybody.
All
Everybody.
inclusive.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking about it too on the way over here. The one thing I'm excited about is to actually attend more family events like birthdays and stuff like that because they always plan on a Saturday. Typically, I was always gone out of town.
Yeah, because you were gone like 1 week in a month, right?
Well, they say that, but it was always way more because our op tempo was insane. So it was, most units strive for a weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summer. Not mine. It was nuts. There was the typical weekend, but then they would make it 3 to 4 days. Then your 2 weeks in the summer would typically be 3, and then it was a lot because as you go up in rank, you have more responsibilities. So you're doing stuff outside, and you have to do all the Army stuff anyways. You're just not there full time, so it's a lot to get through.
Yeah. If you had to do it all over, would you go into the same branch?
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't change branch. I wouldn't change MOS. I wouldn't do anything different. Yeah. I mean, I left with no regrets. No regrets. I wish I went to one school particularly, but there's nothing I could really do about it. A lot of it's timing. Yeah. Right before I was supposed to go, I actually pulled muscles surrounding my rib cage, and it prohibited me from breathing.
Really?
So I couldn't compete. I couldn't complete the run fast enough to get there because you had to have a certain PT score to go to the schools, 270 or higher. So I was getting around like a 260, 265. It was pretty frustrating.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Just
so
shy.
that was within the first 3 years of my career, and then I never really had the the chance because a lot of other stuff came up, the deployment. Then we went to Australia for training, and every time this happened, and it just made life. It's just, so.
What was your favorite part about your 8 years in?
Oh, man.
I know, putting you on the spot.
Like professionally or just like good times with the boys?
Both.
I think Australia is definitely up there, but...
Is that typical?
No.
No?
No. It's... Especially not for the unit that I was in and the state we're in. That's not a thing. That's all credit to one of our old commanders and him getting us into that. So that was a pretty special ordeal to go. But then I would say the deployment, just because it's a big check the block to actually like serve.
Right.
So that was cool. It opened up a lot of doors, and then it professionally helped me grow and learn more of the back end of the Army instead of just my one sole job.
Yeah.
I learned more of the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, now you're going around to different convenience stores speaking different languages.
Yeah.
Because of that deployment, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Jealous. I know, like...
I can teach you.
I know English and Patrick, and that's basically it. That's the only languages that I know.
It's the only languages you really need.
Exactly. I mean, it's really all the communication I need to do.
Especially when you're hanging out with me this much, because you have to dumb everything down to my level.
And everybody, we now started doing, including the warm-ups in our actual episode.
I'm so excited.
So you all can hear it.
It's probably the highlight to my day.
It is. It is so funny.
Especially after a long day of work.
Yeah, because you get into it too. Sometimes you're just like, all right, we're good. And then other times you just start going off.
Yeah.
We start quoting SpongeBob for like 10 minutes before we really start pulling the trigger.
I know. We have to like edit before we edit.
Yeah. Which is not fun for my end.
No.
Oh, gosh.
I love it. Yeah. So, and then coming up soon, we're, based on this release, we're actually starting to get some of the t-shirts back.
Yep.
Hot off the press. So we can start selling those.
We got a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. So we can start pushing out that merch.
Yeah.
And then, again, portion of the proceeds go right to Western New York Heroes. And we appreciate any and all support because that's going to be awesome to work with the community directly.
Right. Yeah, follow us on Instagram at the Buffalo Happy Hour 12 and our Facebook at the Buffalo Happy Hour, because as soon as we get those t-shirts back, you and I are going to be posting pictures of them just to promote it. Yeah. And you got to be in the know because these are going to go quick, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then also in January, we have 3 interviews potentially coming up.
Yep.
So even more interview content coming out for everybody, which is, again, I love doing those interviews with the different distilleries. I think that it adds so much of a different dynamic to this podcast than you and I ever even thought.
Yeah, and we're actually starting to pivot too. So now we're starting to work with not just whiskeys and distilleries, but local businesses as a whole. So there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline of us doing special interviews that's going to gain a lot of traction. Yeah. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too. And then also, just kind of a final note on that, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but Buffalo Distilling still wants to do some sort of happy hour with us. So
yes.
If you guys are interested, also comment, shoot us a text, a DM or anything. Let us know if you're interested in this, because we want to organize some sort of a happy hour event at Buffalo Distilling to promote Buffalo Distilling, promote Buffalo Happy Hour, and just to have a good time.
Absolutely.
So let us know.
Yeah, that'll be a good time.
All right, let's jump into this whiskey, man.
So we got Cask and Crew, and it is the double oaked.
Mary DeMarco coming in again.
Mary coming in hot, back from season 1.
Love her.
So they, again, were a great host. You can check out more of their information in the season 1 episodes. But for this specific delicacy.
Yeah. Wait to the end of the episode 2 of this one, because I'll include a link directly to that interview with her.
Yeah.
So you can just go right there and watch it, because I feel like that interview should get much more traction because it was a great interview. So definitely go check that out after this episode if you have time.
Agreed. What we have here is the double oaked, and it is their straight rye whiskey with a second dose of new charred oak barrel that allows for a genuine connection between cask and whiskey. So they believe that a great whiskey and atmosphere is the right recipe for friends, family, teammates, or coworkers, your crew, essentially, to get together and create moments of genuine connection. That's exactly what this product does.
Yeah.
So this whiskey opens with specific notes that we can touch on later, and then evolves to another layer of another few things that we can touch on later, and it finishes with something that we'll touch on later.
These are all the tasting notes and everything.
Yes.
If people are wondering what we're talking about.
But the point in me stating it now is that this is basically a layered, extremely dynamic delicacy of a whiskey, and I'm excited.
Yeah, this is their premium bottle. So if you don't remember the first episode from season 1, we featured their walnut toffee, which is it's not as crazy as like a screwball or a coffee liqueur or anything like that. It is a whiskey with some flavors in it. And these whiskeys that the walnut toffee, ginger spice, orange peel, and their rye blend are a little bit lower on the price range because they feel like this is going to be a good starter whiskey for people who aren't fans of whiskey to get into whiskey.
Right.
Because they're heavily flavored. This is their more premium whiskey. This is a beautiful package with this bottle and the etching on this bottle. And this is tailored more towards your experienced whiskey drinkers or your drinkers who like to appreciate the more dynamic tastings of whiskey rather than just like the front-facing walnut toffee.
Yeah.
Nothing against those. Again, it's the same company. It was great. But this is more of a deeper level for your whiskey.
Which they still really didn't incorporate too crazy of a burn.
No, not at all.
But if I can relate this to a movie, it would be Inception.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. Because it's, like
Because
we
the
said
second-
earlier, it's extremely layered. And then there's just levels on levels and levels of different flavors.
Or the second you drink it, you pass out, then you start dreaming.
Yeah, but it's going to be a glorious dream if you do that. This is really nice. I like this product a lot. And then for their awards, at this current point, they haven't won an award because it's brand new. This essentially just got released. So I'm excited for that. And when we get into cocktails and Bill's talk, we'll dive in a little bit more on their tasting notes. But
Yeah.
for cocktails, mine's pretty simple.
Yeah. Also with this too, when they made this, it was a somewhat limited release. They wanted to, so basically it was aged 4 years already in the new charred oak barrels, like most whiskey is. And then they took it in their facility and then they put it through again, a different new char oak barrel. That's how you're getting the double oak. But when they made this, hold on. This is so good. When they made this, they were contacted by the liquor stores that are attached to Wegmans, and they wanted to buy all of it. So you're really only going to find this, I believe, only at the liquor stores attached to the Wegmans.
Till they make more.
Yeah, till they make more, right?
Yeah.
So around here, the only one that I know of is the one on Alberta downtown, right?
Amherst.
Amherst, right? Not Alberta. The one on Amherst Street downtown, right in front of that Wegman is there.
Yeah.
So if you find yourself in that area, go inside, grab a bottle of this because this is fantastic.
And good luck, because it'll probably be gone by the time you get there.
That's true. Yeah, I wonder when they're gonna make more.
Me too. We should reach out and ask.
Yeah, and we can feature it again. Maybe they'll do a different release this time. I don't know.
We can ask.
They're a very dynamic company. So
They are.
I bet.
And they have a lot of good ideas. The way they work is pretty interesting. They have a free-flowing, open discussion. So, what's up? What are you all decked out with Ed Oliver and Bill stuff for?
Dude, Ed Oliver's my man.
He is.
So when this releases, it is going to be, January 6th,
Yes.
I think? And that means the Bills played their first playoff game yesterday or 2 days ago, depending on when our game is. There's 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday.
Oh, man.
Dude, what is going to happen? So there's 2 options here. We either play Kansas City, as of right now, or we play Houston Texans.
Yeah, we're probably going to play the Texans.
Probably, because that would require the Chiefs to lose, which they might, because a lot of teams are benching their starters. Mm-hmm. So before we go into the analysis on that, what do you think about us benching our starters?
I'm all about it, man. I mean, I would love to give Josh Allen some time to just keep watching tape and learn more coverages and understand coverages and see different disguises.
Yeah.
I think it would help his game.
Don't you see a value, too, though, in playing an actual real game against a real team and focusing? If he goes out there against the Jets and he throws 6 interceptions, one, I don't care because the game's meaningless. But if he's continuously bombing it downfield, that way he can build a consistent connection with John Brown and Isaiah McKenzie and Foster, I would see value in that, too, where you're in a real game in real life tensions and struggles because you're playing a real game, focusing on hitting that long ball, that way we can connect.
Yeah, the only caveat to that is injury.
Yeah.
But you're just opening up more doors for starters to get hurt.
Right.
Which, knock on wood, we've been relatively healthy all year.
Yeah, I'm upset about Mitch Morse, though.
Me too.
As soon as John Feliciano got on there, he snapped it almost over his head. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It also doesn't help that as soon as Morse sneezes, he gets another concussion.
That's true. That's a good point, yeah. What were your thoughts on this past week's game?
Against the Patriots?
New England,
I was at my holiday party, so I barely watched it.
Oh, okay.
I have some stuff that we can touch on. If you want to dive into Bills talk, I can touch on it. So we lost to New England, but we're still going to the playoffs and having a great season. Gilmore got beat badly by Brown on a deep throw for a touchdown. I watched that.
He bit hard for that post route.
And then everyone kept blaming the safety. And I was like, the safety was there, though.
Yeah.
He then just got burned by Brown.
Yeah.
And Gilmore just took the bait. And it was just a great route. So I loved watching him get beat because when the last episode, it was episode 12. That's one of the biggest things that was against him and why we got rid of him. There were missed penalties yet again, and that made the game annoying. So what else is new? We're playing the Patriots in Foxborough. Mm-hmm. The Edelman faked injury thing is extremely irritating. And I just don't
know how they haven't been really penalized or
because they won't
have been some severe repercussions now.
Yeah,
it is so dumb. This whole league knows that they're cheaters. Granted, should it come down to one play? No, but a lot of stuff does. What do you think about that play when who is it? Sonny Michel. His knee was clearly short on that 4th and 1.
Yep.
And McDermott didn't challenge it.
That's fine. Thoughts? I mean, I'm more irritated at the refs than I am the coaching staff.
Yeah.
But that's football, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens all the time. It's just extremely frustrating. Granted, they shouldn't have got it, but at the same point, they probably would have just converted and beat us anyways.
Right.
So, whatever. I made a couple notes. I said the defense is getting beat down and exhausted throughout the game because the offense does nothing but go 3 and out. Yeah. And I'm sick of watching that. The Allen got better as the game progressed and had a nice job on the final drive, giving us a chance to win the game. Motor and the running game was shut down. That was frustrating. A lot of people are complaining about not getting enough pressure on Brady, but we blitzed 13 times and Brady was 11 for 13 every time we blitzed. So,
really?
Yeah, he game planned for it and he just beat us. They played better offensively. I mean,
they normally do.
That's the end of the short of that.
This was Brady's best game from a quarterback rating perspective since week 5. So it's because it's a rivalry. He thrives off of this game because he knows he destroys the AFC East.
Yeah.
And we're the only ones that can really push him right now. So us coming into his house, he's going to destroy us.
Right.
Our defense needed to be top of the line. Granted, they can't be the best defense every week. That's when our offense needs to step it up. But our defense wasn't 100%, and Brady will just eat that all up.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's extremely intelligent. It's just nice that we're 10-5 when we were playing them. You know, I mean, or when we're playing the Jets. I mean, it's great that we have that record and we're playing meaningless football in December. That's a great change. So that's what I'm excited about. That's all I got for Bills talk.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, again, Dable, he looked a little bit better this past week with the play calling. But still, I think that we still need to be more creative, especially if we play them again in the playoffs, in the postseason.
Yeah, I just think our offense needs to play better as a whole in general.
What do you think our issue is?
Execution on the individual level. Cody Ford is on a tackle.
Yeah.
First and foremost, he's a guard. Leave him there. And now we need a center again. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot of off-season work and time gelling. And it's execution.
Yeah.
I mean, if every play is executed the way it's supposed to, it's a touchdown every single time.
Yeah.
That's the point of designing the plays, to score a touchdown.
Right.
And if it fails, it's because something happened. Whether it's the NFL. Yeah. It's extremely hard to win, and it's extremely hard to execute plays. But remember, Green Bay during Lombardi had legitimately less than 5 plays that they ran all game.
Right.
And one was just a halfback sweep through the C gap.
Why don't we do that more? Why don't we do sweeps or screen passes?
We don't have tackles, dude.
That is the one thing that is that why?
I think that our tackles and we don't have a pulling guard anymore. Remember when we used to?
Yeah.
We had Rich Incognito. He is literally one of the best pulling guards in the NFL. Then he just has like CTE issues and threw dumbbells at people in Florida gyms. And now he's with Oakland, but he's doing the same thing in Oakland. Yeah. Like, he's crushing it. He literally pancakes people every play. We don't have that ability anymore. We have a center who's great, but he sneezes and gets concussions. and we have guys out of place. Cody Ford is on a tackle, but he's playing tackle. We have Lee Smith, who's a tight end that was a former tackle, but then he just draws penalties. Then we're getting called for holds. It's just individual execution on plays that we're just not executing, and that's really what it is.
Yeah, one fault that I saw that kind of aggravated me, and I don't know if you saw it, was the incompletion of Dawson Knox in the end zone for a touchdown. People are saying that Josh Allen overthrew him, which I understand because it was a little high. But at least Josh Allen now is putting the ball in places where the defenders can't get it, and I'd rather him overthrow it than it be an interception.
Right.
Additionally, I think that if Knox jumped, he would have caught it. Again, I don't know if you saw it or not, but in the end zone, Dawson did not jump at all. He ran and put his hands up, and that was it. And the ball was probably maybe a foot above it. If he jumped, he would have had that ball, and that would have been a touchdown, and that would have put us well ahead. But Dawson either saw it too late.
It could have been that.
Or
maybe he
anything
just
like
couldn't
that.
physically make the adjustment.
It was a little bit upsetting because he is one of the players that I feel puts in 110% every time. So I feel like if it wasn't and he didn't jump just because he didn't think to, it's upsetting because I know that we could have got that if he did.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, I mean, we faced the top defense in the league. We scored 17 points. We limited an amazing offense that thrives on our struggles to 24 points. It was a very close game. And again, if we face them in the playoffs, I would. So, are you superstitious at all?
No.
No. I'm not either. But
okay, the only thing I'm superstitious on is like if I jinx myself. So that's why I knock on wood. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm good.
So, if we beat New England now, like last week, I feel like it would be more difficult for us to beat them in the postseason. Whereas we lost to them now, so hopefully it'll be easier to beat them in the postseason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they still thrive in the postseason.
I know. Believe me, I know. I've been watching them for my whole life, and they blow.
I know.
But that's kind of where my head's at. Is I feel like we have a better chance beating them now because maybe they'll take it easy. I don't know. They don't ever take it easy. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I feel like we have a better chance of beating them in the postseason now.
I got you.
If it comes to it. I mean, who knows? We might... What if... Hold on. So New England right now is the second seed. Baltimore is the first. So in this situation, we would be playing them in the second round, regardless of what happens, unless the Steelers lose and then we play Baltimore.
Interesting.
Right?
I haven't been tracking it that closely.
I think so. I have the standings tattooed on my left arm, so I'll let you know.
Solid.
Well, what do you think about sports tattoos? You have some tattoos.
I have one tattoo.
Yeah.
And of course it's Army related.
Yeah.
It's not the U.S. Army logo, so I don't want people flipping out. But it's a tattoo that I got when I was in Australia.
Is that one of your pet peeves?
No.
Is the U.S. Army logo?
Oh. I mean, it's just a tool move. Like, come on. Like
Same as like barbed wire around your bicep. Like, yo, I got this barbed wire, this tribal tattoo, even bigger now.
Listen,
it's
if
like,
you're
right.
if you're in your 30s and it's 2019, 2020, you have that tattoo. That's fact. Every single dude in their 30s has that tattoo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know, but I'm not. I mean, you see my truck. Like, I don't have anything Army related on my truck. In my truck, like, it's not. I'm not that kind of guy to buy some type of sticker that shows the ribbons I earned and my rank, and I'm not going to put a Marine Globe on my truck. Like, stop. It's just not who I am.
Do you want to get more tattoos? Or are you set with the one?
No, I actually thought about getting one for my grandma. She died before I was born, but there's like a long family story about the connection that I have with her and all this craziness. So I wanted to get that tattoo on my left ribs. I never ended up doing it, but I might. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It depends. My biggest thing is I don't want to get out of shape or extremely overweight and then have my tattoos look like garbage. Yeah. So I want to keep
possible.
Always possible.
We see it all the time.
See it every time. I just want to look good. Yeah. Regardless, but
so speaking of pet peeves, what are some of yours to get into the segment for today?
Okay, so today's segment is I Need a Bowl of Ice Cream. That's the title. And every single time a pet peeve of mine is struck, I just want to do nothing but go home, sit on the couch, and have some ice cream and relax. So mine today are related about driving, and I'll pick two. There's a gajillion, but I'll pick two.
When you told me about the segment, and you're like, you can start thinking about it. I'm like, bro, I already have 75 in my head.
Yeah.
It's going to be narrowing down the top 2 or whatever.
Right.
So we're doing 2? All right, go for it.
All right. So I drive for work. I manage a region, and I'm constantly on the road. I see things that no one should see on the road, and it makes me question what is actually happening inside someone's brain while they drive. We touched on it when we went to Rochester, actually for Cask and Crew. So it's all coming full circle.
All full circle. That's why we do this, Spike.
All right, I'm getting juiced up.
Oh, Jesus.
My palms are starting to get sweaty. All right. First pet peeve. If you block incoming traffic and not use the turning lane, I hope you get T-boned.
Wow.
So here's the thing.
We do not condone violence on anybody.
No. So here's the thing.
I hope that clown gets shot in the face.
Yeah, bring the clown back. Look, yeah, if you're dressed as a clown terrorizing people, I'm not going to feel bad if you do get shot in someone's self-defense, especially in the country USA.
That's true, yeah.
So here's the thing.
America.
If you're pulling out and you stop and refuse to use the turning lane, and then no one's letting you in, don't just sit there and create another roadblock. You're an idiot. Pull into the turning lane, sit there, and put your blinker on. Mm-hmm. That's the point of the turning lane. Once there's a gap and we're an opening, fill it with your vehicle. Use common sense, because now you're impeding the flow of the traffic, and that drives me nuts.
I can see the anger in your eyes right now as soon as we got into this. Maybe this
can't.
wasn't a good segment.
No, it's good. I'm just going to start flipping the table.
Jesus Christ, Derek. I
so-
can't stand people.
This is why we sip whiskey,
Yeah.
good whiskey, and
Good
smile.
whiskey. Very good whiskey. So, have you ever been in a situation where you had to do that for not a prolonged period of time?
No.
But no?
No, you just don't pull into the road. If you can't do it, don't do it. Just sit there. Don't impede.
Sometimes it's not that easy, bro.
Yes, it
Like,
is.
okay,
you
if
sit
go-
there. What are you doing? You're leaving friendlies. Get over yourself. Sit there in the parking lot and wait for the prime opportunity to enter traffic.
Okay, so if there's a 4-lane road and there's no turning lane, and both lanes that you're crossing aren't letting you out.
Name a 4-lane road in Western New York that doesn't have a turning lane. Route 20,
Broadway.
Union Transit.
Parts of Broadway. Regardless, there are some. So what do you do in that situation?
Wait.
You're gonna pull out their gun and shoot them?
No, you wait. We do not condone violence.
Exist. We do not condone violence.
I didn't even get a sip. I'm too juiced. All right.
I think the last Cask and Crew episode, you did the same thing where you did
I know.
that.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my god, I feel like
Second
we went
pet
back in
peeve.
time. I don't know if I'm done talking about the first one, but okay.
If I prolong it and stay on it, I'm just going to flip out. All right. If you're in bumper-to-bumper traffic, again, on a 4-lane road, and someone's trying to make a left, and you block the entrance to the location that they're trying to go into with your car, and then you do the awkward,
Yeah.
and you look at each other, you're a pile of garbage. I hope you step on a Lego. Why block it?
Less violent, but we still condone.
What's the difference? What is that 4 feet gonna matter in bumper to bumper traffic, or if you're waiting at a red light? The light's red, you can't go. What's the difference?
100%.
Why are you blocking the driveway? I'm gonna add another one. I'm gonna add one for you.
This is gonna be a long episode,
If
folks.
it's say the weather is not great, okay? It's inclement weather. You're
Buffalo
driving.
happens quite a bit.
Yes. If there is no hazard at all, okay?
I remember this one.
There's nothing going on. You're just driving in a whiteout. Turn your damn lights on and keep your 4-ways off. You don't have to. There's no hazard. Don't put them on. That's not a thing. Why is that a thing? Again, you're an idiot. Turn off your flashers and drive down the road. Here's a thought. If you can't handle the driving conditions, don't drive. Oh my goodness. Also, why does everybody need a car? We don't. There's
We're
7.
on pet peeve number 6 now.
No, we're not. We're on 4. Not everybody needs a car. All right. There should be another driving's test.
I don't understand redheads. They bother me. Mike's just going off now.
If you're over the age of 65, you need to retake your driver's test.
Oh my god,
Not-
you're a riot.
Not every senior citizen needs to be on the road. Tell me I'm wrong.
Dude, how are these jackpots for bingo going to go up then if the old people don't go out on the road?
Take public transportation where someone under the age of 40 can drive for you. That's
true.
You just sit there and you enjoy it. That's one less vehicle on the road. that helps the flow of traffic. It's also less carbon whatever in the air. Helps the ozone layer. So everyone can smile about impacting the earth because we only have one home. Listen.
All right. This is the end of this episode.
Those are mine. What do you got? What are your pet
Those are
peeves?
my 14, Derek. I hope you still have something left. All right, so if we're going to keep it driving related, because clearly this is a hot topic today, one of my pet peeves, and this is controversial because I feel like people think the opposite is actually the way to do it. They talk about using the entire merging lane, and I'll get into the specifics behind it, but using the entire merging lane to merge into traffic when it's bumper to bumper. Like them passing by, like I'm merging in because I'm using the start of the merging lane because it's bumper to bumper traffic. If I gun it down the road, see, now I'm getting fired up. If I gun it down the road, I'm just going to cause another traffic jam up there. So people, I am trying to merge in, and then this asshole in a truck flies by me to get to the top of the merging lane. That is my biggest pet peeve, and I want to kill everybody that does it. This is a violent episode, but it's so true.
So, first question. Is the driver of the truck yelling yee yee as he's driving down
Got a
the
shotgun out the window.
Second thing, is it lifted?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's got the towing mirrors out. It's got everything. It's got the Confederate flag on the back. You know, your typical guy. Oh, my God. Or girl. I'm not going to assume. But, yeah, he just flies by me thinking that I'm the asshole for merging early. But here's the situation.
Welcome to season 2, everybody.
We're off the rails. We've been renewed for another season.
Revoke the rights.
We're never going to get monetized. So, for that situation, so the one that comes to my mind, because I used to drive it every day, is the 190 merging into the 90 east. So, coming off the 190 from downtown, and then merging going towards the Galleria. I used to drive that every day, and the 190 is a 2-lane road that merges down to 1 lane, which merges into the 3 lanes of the thruway. So, I'm in the leftmost lane trying to merge in, and people are in the right lane flying by me. So, I was the asshole that actually kept my car in the right-hand lane, blocking these assholes from flying by me. So, I'm probably their pet peeve. But in that situation, I guess I can kind of understand. The situation I cannot understand is the 290 going onto the 90 by the Blue Water Tower. Because the leftmost lane is used to go to Albany. And people are flying by me on the left lane and merging when those lines come in to get into the Ram to go to the 90. That pisses me off the most because I can't get into that lane to stop them because there's legitimate people going to the Albany, that area. So that is what bothers me the most. And I'm always an asshole there, dude. I make sure that I'm right on the bumper into the guy in front of me. And the second someone puts on their blinker, I go on the horn and I turn into the yee, start shooting out their tires and all that shit. I am an asshole when it comes to that because that is my biggest pet peeve.
The simple fix is having less people on Earth.
It does.
This is why we're fans of Bill Burr, because he talks about thinning the herd.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Thin the herd. There's too many people. Just because you're 18 years old doesn't mean you need a car.
Right.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. You know, be an athlete. And you know what also drives me nuts? I drive for a living, okay? I'm forced to drive around. That's my job. I chose that. I'm okay with that. Happy. If it's noon and the Blue Water Tower is nonstop congested back and forth, it's 12 o'clock on a Monday.
Right.
What are you doing?
Why is there traffic?
Go to work. There are more jobs than we know what to do with. Oh, you feel like that one job is beneath you? Get over yourself.
Yeah, just figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. Oh, bunch of frogs on a bunch of lily pads, eh? Oh, good. If you got a pet peeve, drop it in the comment, because this is going to be a recurring theme.
Yeah. That
Goodness.
Jesus, then we can go till next year already. Already to 2021, just filling the episode with pet peeves.
Yeah.
My other one, not driving related, is chewing with your mouth open. Just chew with your mouth closed.
I hate that.
Better.
Yeah, we're not cows, we're humans.
It bothers me so much.
Put your lips together. And if you bite utensils, I want to smack you in the face with that utensil.
Yeah.
If you sit there and claw on your spoon, oh, is some sort of barbarian? Yeah. What are you, a barbarian? Go back to your cave, you Neanderthal.
So one thing, actually, to give a shout out to Gina, one of her biggest pet peeves is actually something I do on the podcast. So
What's that?
the pet peeve is when I take whiskey sips. Now everybody's gonna bother me.
Oh, you do the. Yeah, I don't care. I think it's adorable.
Because like for some reason it gives me better flavors when I do that. Because I'm trying to separate the flavors. One of our listeners, Tim from Alma Wine and Liquor, if you haven't listened to that or follow them on Facebook or anything, go do that right now because he does daily, multiple times a day, liquor and wine reviews. He calls it 1 minute of wine and 1 minute of liquor. It is incredible. The dude has an insane palate. He can call out any single ingredient in a wine or liquor. He's very good. We're going to have him on the show in the future.
Goals.
Yeah. So, but he does the same thing because I think that it's something, it truly is like a method to getting deeper and get more descriptive with your tasting.
You know what you have to do?
What? Go back? Yeah. I'm going to do it closer now in spite of all my haters. All right, Jesus Christ, this went off the rails.
Yeah, and also, last pet peeve, why the hell did the Sabres organization go to a slug?
That's true. That is very true.
Atrocious logo.
Atrocious. Ferocious.
Yeah, ferocious.
100%.
Anyways.
And why is it called a different name, this arena, every single year? Pet peeve.
Money, bro. Money talks.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to offer $1? I will give you $2.50.
Sold.
Name it whatever you want.
Yeah,
okay, so let's go on to the cocktail section.
I don't even know if I can do this right now with my pet peeve. I'm sure someone's pet peeve is my beatboxing. How about that?
You know what the beatbox is going to be? You punching the microphone in straight rage.
Yeah.
Okay, Derek, drop your beat.
Cocktail.
That was a good one.
Thanks, dude.
All right, my cocktail for this whiskey.
I think that's the first time you've ever complimented me doing that. I don't know why.
It's season 2.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. We're turning over a new leaf with this cocktail section. You're going to like it now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So people are going to... I don't know if people are going to love the pet peeve section or hate the pet peeve section. It's not going to be all the time.
I bet
but
it's
just
gonna
know...
it's going to be half and half.
Yeah, just know that all of what was just discussed makes me want to have a bowl of ice cream. And that gets me wild up. So
What's your go-to ice cream?
Chocolate.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, soft chocolate on an
plain
ice cream
Jane?
cone, plain Jane. But if you want me to add some ingredients... Hold on, this is a whole nother topic of discussion. Let's
All right,
knock
do
out cocktails.
Yeah.
All right. Cask and Crew Double Oaked Whiskey. My cocktail.
Tell them about it.
Neat. Don't ruin it.
Dude, I hate you.
No, this is a delicacy. And
I
if
hate
you
because
have neat right now...
I was literally going to write down the same thing, and then I'm like, that's not a cocktail. Mike's going to make fun of me for it. Dude, I swear to God,
Don't
I was
ruin
going to do
this.
the same thing.
This is one of the best whiskeys I have ever had. And by God, if you ruin it with some...
by gosh, by golly.
If you ruin this with some insane concoction, let me tell you something. You don't even enjoy whiskey.
All right, cocktail section's over. I'm not even going to say mine.
Let them know. What do you got?
My cocktail actually is... Cask and Crew did it right with this.
Yes.
1, it's a fantastic product. 2, they don't even have cocktail selections on their website with this specific whiskey. So, since this is a rye, I took a cocktail from their rye blend, which we're going to have on a future episode. But I wanted to add some sort of cocktail because people do enjoy cocktails. So I'm going to give it to you right now. This is called the Crude Pineapple Sour. We got 1.5 ounces of this delicious whiskey, 0.5 ounces of lemon juice, 1 ounce of pineapple juice, 0.5 ounces of simple syrup, and then an egg white. So it's really just a whiskey sour, but their take on it because they're adding in pineapple juice in addition to the lemon juice, which is going to be amazing. Pineapple juice is fantastic. Whiskey sours are to die for.
I drink pineapple juice straight.
Do you really?
Yeah.
They're so good. My favorite cocktail growing up used to be, had pineapple juice in it. It was the Singapore Sling from the amazing Johnny Depp movie. Now I can't think of it. Sick. What's that Johnny Depp movie? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
There you go.
Wow.
I
almost forgot that.
literally would have never guessed that. Parks and Rec reference.
Just guess it, Mike. Guess it. What am I thinking? Yeah, no. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Beautiful movie. But they drink Singapore Slings all the time. And that was my first cocktail. Or one of my first cocktails.
Boom.
Cocktails. All right, next section. See, you can do it. Do it.
I'm not. Don't put me in the spot.
on, try it.
You asked
Can
me
you
in
try to
season
beatbox?
1. Are you serious right now? You asked me to do all these crazy things.
There's a commercial now Jesus, I'm throwing stuff. There's a commercial now where a dude's beatboxing on it. I'm telling you, man.
I know. I
it's
saw
coming back.
that. I saw that.
It's coming back.
Yeah, you're up next.
So, with what? I already said my cocktail.
No. I said you're up next, as in that commercial.
Oh, I thought you were saying, like, my cocktail's up next. I'm like, bro, I didn't choose neat. Relax. All right, so back to this ice cream section.
Okay, ice cream section.
Your favorite is chocolate?
I love soft chocolate on a cone.
So if somebody was to, say, have a ice cream social, like we do at my job pretty frequently,
Yeah. So
what would be your toppings of choice?
okay, so here's my thing. If you ask me to do what we're doing here, like, this is the best ice cream in town.
Okay,
you
can
gotta
we
go
make
check
another
this place out.
YouTube channel for the Buffalo Happy Hour ice cream and do ice cream reviews, please?
Yeah. Also, if anyone steals that, date
Trademark.
stamp.
Got it.
Yeah, trademark, date time stamp this comment because it's ours. And if you steal it, I will hunt you down.
First of all, there's a Buffalo Happy Hour that's an active profile on Instagram.
I know.
That pissed me off. Anyway, continue.
We could just change
Pet
our
peeve.
thing. We could change
Pet
our
peeve.
thing and add an underscore.
could.
Anyways, we'll talk about it later. Okay, if you tell me, because this is what happened growing up. You gotta check out this ice cream. It's the best ice cream in town. Wee woo.
Dusting.
Go check out this ice cream. That was my go-to order. Soft chocolate. Let me test out your cream. What kind of cream
that's
you
true.
using?
That's true.
Is it half and half? Is it whole? Is it from wolf milk? Like, what's your ice cream made out of? You know, what's the foundation of this product? And my favorite in Buffalo is Nick Charlap.
Oh, okay.
Also South Buffalo native. He's a total bro. And he
Oh,
grew
he's
up,
a real dude?
yeah, and he grew up with my mom.
Why
and
did he take over Antoinette's? Was that his mom?
No.
Oh.
So, anyways, if you are of Italian descent, as my dad likes to say, because he was raised by nuns in school,
People say that all the time.
it drives me nuts.
Italian,
It's
not
Italian.
Italian.
Yeah, you don't emphasize the
emphasis
I.
on the I.
Another pet peeve. So,
Pet peeve?
Pet peeve. Dude, I'm so juiced up. Okay.
What is a pet peeve?
It's a pet peeve added to the board. Listen, if you're Italian and you're in Western New York, and if you get your chocolate from any other
my
location
God.
than Antoinette's, you're wrong. All right? Yeah. If you want good chocolate, you go to Antoinette's, especially if you're Italian. And the only location is now the only location because Charlotte took over Antoinette's on the Hill in West Seneca. It's on Transit Road. All right?
In Cheektowaga French, is it?
Yeah.
Cheektowaga
What,
and
is
Old
it?
French
Is
or
it
something?
technically Lancaster?
Oh, it might be.
Anyways, listen up.
My pet peeve.
Pet peeve. All right. My go-to is if I'm trying out a specific location's ice cream is soft chocolate. If I'm at home and I just want to enjoy some ice cream, I'll have French vanilla, plain. If you want to incorporate toppings, it's a whole different ball game. All right.
What's your go-to topping?
I mean, there's mint chocolate chip, but I'm kind of diverting away from that. Then there's Rocky Road, always bomb.
Oh, I meant like topping, like sprinkles, hot fudge.
No, goodness. If you want me to make a sundae, that's a whole different ball. I'll just go to yogurt. I'll go to frozen yogurt, or I'll go to Cold Stone, because that's where the toppings come into play. But if you want like ice cream that I can just go to the store and buy and then enjoy,
Gotcha, okay.
These are my go-tos: Rocky Road, mint chocolate chip, and my third. Ooh, this is a tough one.
Ooh, making my palms sweat.
Making my palms sweat.
I never said 3. You can go to 3, but if you're
I don't even know if I can pick a 3. I love ice cream. So when my diet's on point, it's extremely strict. I'm saying I don't even have dressing with my salad, and that salad doesn't even incorporate lettuce anymore. It's just straight baby spinach. That's strict. I also don't eat out ever. I will never eliminate ice cream from my diet.
Really?
Yeah. I need...
What do you restrict it to then? Like once a month?
Yeah, I'll limit the amount of times that I have it, but it's chocolate in general and ice cream can never be taken out of my diet. It keeps my hormones in check. It makes me feel happy inside. It's just something I can't let go.
Feel happy inside.
Happy inside. Apparently, I'm like German or something. Or
My pet peeve.
yeah, I'm like super formal. Just call me on my mobile.
Father. So Gina is lactose intolerant. So I haven't had ice cream.
Kick her out of the house.
I haven't had ice cream in quite a while. I've had ice cream, and that's nothing to do with her. It's just there's none in the house, and I don't ever think about going out to get something because a lot of times that I'm out, I'm with her. So why would I stop and get ice cream just by myself? I know you would, but anyway.
I was leaning in. Call me. I am down for Panapause anytime.
Panapause is very good. But anyway.
That's my number 3.
So there you go. Nice. So if I go to an ice cream place, my favorite thing to get ever is a Mexican sundae with chocolate ice cream. That is my shit.
Did they pay for it, though?
Oh my God. We're done. We're not doing this podcast anymore.
Dude, you can't leave it open like that. You can't.
No, they don't. They didn't pay for it. Anyway, wow. All right. But anyway, yeah, so it's chocolate ice cream, hot fudge, whipped cream, and Spanish peanuts. That's all I need.
Yeah.
And it is the most delicious ice cream sundae I've ever had in my life. That could be a very good ice cream sandwich, too.
Have you ever seen the ice cream sandwich cakes?
Yes.
It's an ice cream lasagna, and they basically make it, you can make it 2 ways. You can make lasagna or a cake, and it's all foundation is ice cream sandwiches.
So how come they haven't renamed the Mexican sundae to be something a little bit more PC?
Don't ruin this. Let it be what it is. Just don't
put that feeler out there.
Yeah, don't do that.
I mean, it's because it's made with Spanish peanuts, but what are Spanish peanuts?
I don't know. Spanish peanuts? Yeah, I have no idea.
How did you make that German again? Oh my God. This episode is crazy. What time are we at? Can we end this already?
No, we're doing good. Kidding. We got 9 minutes left.
We're doing great. But no, so that's my favorite if I go out somewhere. Okay, so when you go out somewhere.
If you go oot?
If I go oot somewhere, figure it out. Would you go to an ice cream place that only serves hard ice cream? Or would it need to have soft serve?
No, I can do a location that only serves hard. Cold Stone only serves hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, but they make it soft, kind of.
Because they beat the hell out of it.
But yeah, they're just like hibachiing it up on that Cold Stone.
Yeah.
But like there's not many places that just do, like Cone King, right over here in West Seneca, and one in East Aurora, they do just soft, I'm pretty sure.
Bomb.
Yeah, I love that place.
So it's good.
But
their line is literally down Union Road.
I know.
They like shut down Union Road or Center.
Yeah, Center.
Yeah.
If I was to choose hard serve, like go to the store and grab something, I'm a huge fan of Ben and Jerry's, like anything.
You know, both of them died from heart attacks in their 50s.
Was it from eating ice cream?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They say that it's not. It's 1,000% because it is.
I'm sure.
Also, if you taste, side fact, not to interrupt, if you are a professional ice cream tester as your job, you use a gold spoon because the metal doesn't intrude on the flavors like a silver spoon would.
Really?
Yeah, it's a gold spoon.
Silver spoon intrudes on the flavors?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's probably the difference of drinking out of a regular whiskey glass and drinking out of a Glencairn glass.
Or a Glencairn versus a beaker.
Or
throwback.
A beaker. Yes, throwback.
So what are your top 3 if you were going to the store? And if you say like the Reese's, Twix, and Snickers little small containers that you can eat by yourself in a sitting, we're going to reevaluate and pick another top 3.
So my top... Okay, so that's an important distinction. Are we talking about Ben and Jerry's top 3, or are we talking about like your traditional ice cream top 3?
Traditional.
Okay. So, and it can't be something basic like chocolate, because I do love chocolate.
Right.
I'll put that out there. But I do love Rocky Road.
That's what I'm talking about.
One of my favorites. Mint Tingling. I'm a huge Mint Tingling fan.
Yep.
Or Mint Chocolate Chip, whatever that company wants to call it. And then the last one, probably Cookie Dough. I'm a huge fan of cookie dough.
Yes, dude. This is why we're friends, bro.
What are you doing after this? You want to go ice cream? It's actually a beautiful day out here in Buffalo, so we could.
I know. It's like 45 degrees out, and it's the end of December. But, yeah, the...
Cookie Dough's bomb.
How do you feel about Toll House Cookie Dough versus edible cookie dough locations that you can go to?
Toll House all the way.
Okay. If you go to an edible cookie dough location and you favor that over Toll House Cookie Dough, unfollow me on all social media accounts
Yeah.
and remove my phone number from your phone because I can't have you in my life.
I enjoy scooping out of the Toll House cookie dough container, making it into a regular cookie like I was going to bake it, and then shoving it in my face mouth.
I just eat it with a spoon. So growing up,
I guess you're a little bit more classy than I am.
yeah. So
Give me more. Just shovel it in my face.
So growing up, I played baseball, and then you could sell Niagara chocolates, like every kid ever.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could sell cookie dough. I used to sell cookie dough, but I would also buy my own container. So I would sit there with a bucket of cookie dough and just eat it, and then my mom would flip out.
Why do they charge so much for that stuff? Oh, this is sample use only, not even for resale. I just noticed that right now.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Why do they overcharge everything? Like in those things?
Inflation. I have no idea.
Because a kid came to my house. I'll buy something if you come to my house. If you're a little kid, like,
Unless you're Spectrum.
no, they're never getting my service ever again. Especially when they interrupted that that second episode. Screw that. But this kid came to my house trying to sell me popcorn for Boy Scouts or something, and it was like $20 for a 12-pack. It's like, dude, I can go down to the store, get a pack of Old Orv for like $4.
That's obnoxious.
Dude, it was ridiculously expensive. I don't know why it was that expensive. I already told the poor kid I'd buy it, and now he's like, oh, okay, it's going to be a mortgage payment. I'm like, what the hell, man?
I know.
Could have told me that before. There should be a disclaimer.
It's
I'm
because of
gonna
the
rob
profit.
ya.
What's their cost?
Right, yeah.
You know?
I'll support the kids, whatever. I get it, but still not happy about it.
I got you, man. I got you.
I'm going to put a little bit of this in. We haven't done this in a while because we've had different products.
different products. It's been a hot me not.
What?
I'm making up words, man.
You're really embracing this German roll tonight, aren't you?
That's right. It's just like, oh my god, I dropped a cork and hammered.
Tomorrow we'll have sauerkraut too.
Let me grab that.
All right, so we didn't do this with Hartman's. We probably should have, but we didn't do this with Hartman's. We can always try that again and update our ratings if we want. But we don't really rate on the dynamic profile of the whiskey. It's more of what is the initial sip. If that has dust in it, actually you're taking that bottle home, so it's fine. But yeah, so we didn't do it with Hartman's. If you didn't check our beautiful whiteboard, we have the 4 that we've done since we've erased it. And this is the first one in season 2. So Hartman's ended season 1 with a 97 rating.
At a bang, man.
At a bang.
So good.
And we're going to start with a bang because this one's going to be up there too.
100. I'm not saying the final rating is 100, but
is that German?
No, it's
100.
It's 100. You have to scream it in German.
100. We've offended so many people on this podcast. Anyway, what is your rating?
I know. Yeah. That.
All right, label branding.
Oh, we're doing the rating?
Hell yeah. What do you want to do?
Hell yeah. No, you're fine. So this is A with 4+ marks.
I agree. This is
the bottle to compete with. My opinion.
I agree. Hartman's was a very, 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 very close second because they had the rays on their bottle. I like it when bottles are special to them. Like if you can peel off one of these labels and you have no idea what the hell it is, not going to get a high score in the label branding perspective. But this one,
I mean, it is if the label's extremely unique.
But it's not going to compete with these guys. Like,
no, yeah, correct.
If they have a label, it's probably not going to be as good as this because it's not permanent, you know? This is actually permanent. This is etched in there. And for, is it etched or is it like, it might be vinyled on. Either way, it's still sick.
Yeah, it's sick because it actually, like, it's magnified through the bottle.
This isn't etched. But still, it's awesome. So for everybody that can't see, and for those poor saps that can't go to Wegmans liquor stores and pick something up, I'll explain it to you. So you have the Cask and Crew, and they really wanted to emphasize the ampersand symbol. Ampersand, for those that don't know, is the middle, what you would normally call an and, the symbol for an and. Ampersand.
Yeah, what is it on a keyboard? It's shift 7? 7 or 8?
Something like that. I don't know.
It's that cool swivel thing that looks like a music note.
Shift 7, you're right.
7. Nailed it.
Keyboard right there. You should have looked. Anyway, so they have a sweet ampersand symbol. And the cool thing about it, too, again, I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but they have an ampersand on the back. So when you're looking at this bottle from face on, you can see the ampersand through the whiskey.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah, it's dope.
Very well designed.
Yeah.
they labeled or they tried to incorporate as much black as possible to make the perception, like we talked about with the Black Button Bourbon Cream, of being more mature, fancy synonyms.
They wanted this to be a tier above the other bottles.
Yeah.
So this is a legitimate delicacy from Cask and Crew.
Yeah, the other bottles are brown on top, which are still cool, but this is black. Like they really wanted to drive home this exclusivity of this bottle.
Yeah.
So yes, A+++++.
Okay. Nose. It was a deep nose. I almost passed out. Goodness gracious. Oh, I'm obsessed with this.
I am getting caramel, vanilla, I don't know. What else are you getting on the nose? There's something
caramel.
else there that I can't...
It's almost like a cereal.
Yeah. That's a good phrase to it. A cereal.
It's like you drive down the Skyway.
Cereal.
Yeah.
You're right. I like that.
All right, so caramel and cereal.
Perfect. And then the initial taste. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's give a rating for that. So I would probably say an A++ on the initial smell.
Notice there's no burn on this really either. Mm-hmm. Typical of Cask and Crew.
Yeah.
Very little burn. Good whiskey.
There is no hug either.
No. Okay. If you didn't watch the interview, this lingers and travels. So there's no hug, there's no burn. What it does is it makes friends with your nasal cavity and travels through it. And it explores your entire nasal cavity. So it's not down here, but it's all up here. If you're not watching on YouTube, watch on YouTube. And then it literally flows.
Exfoliates, I believe, is the term that you said in the interview.
Yeah, it exfoliates your face, but it flows through your nasal cavity.
Exfoliate your face. Can we make that into a shirt?
We need to. With our logo on the back. Throw the logo on the back, go.
Exfoliate your face.
Yeah. So
yes, you're right.
That's what this whiskey does, and it's an experience.
I wonder. We should talk to somebody about how the whiskey mash bill or the alcohol content correlates to the way that you're feeling the whiskey travel. Because you're right, this is a very unique experience because it's staying in your mouth and in your nose.
We know a guy who we can talk to about that.
We know a couple, yeah.
So, for the initial taste, what do you rate this? Goodness. Oh, I gotta put in my drops before I put in that little bit of taste from the beet.
So, the first drop, disregard everything you said about no burn. First drop's all burn. Which means that there's a lot of oil in here. But after that, it goes back down smooth. So, initial taste.
It's pronounced oil, but I won't knock you for it.
Oil?
Oil.
Oil. Little olive oil. There's no olive oil in here, I promise. So, the first sip is...
Oh, God.
Yeah, very good.
Dude, I'm down. This is so good.
So, I think that this is... You get an initial spice kick. As soon as you take a sip, it's all spices.
Yes.
Not rosemary like the gin. This is spices. You're getting a little bit of black pepper. God, I gotta stop doing that right now.
Hold on, we gotta rate the initial taste.
That's what we're on right now, dude.
I know, we gotta come up with a rating though.
I'm trying to tell you what I feel first.
Oh, goodness, dude, I'm so stoked right now. I'm getting black pepper and tobacco. Also, for those wondering, I don't chew tobacco, but I kind of taste it. I also grew up with secondhand smoke, hashtag South Buffalo Irish family.
Do you smoke cigars, though?
Every now and again.
Dude, I love
like
myself a stogie.
special occasions. I have yet, which we need to do.
Yeah, we do.
I have yet to smoke a stogie.
When we hit 100 subscribers, we'll go out and buy ourselves a nice bottle and smoke a stogie and post it. Share it with everybody you know. Let's
Scotch
get us
and
to
stogies.
Yes, let's get
That's
us to
gonna be an
1,000. Jesus, that'd be a tall ask.
Yeah.
Let's get us to 100 first, all right?
So stogies and scotch, but I have yet to smoke a stogie while golfing. I never went full Babe Ruth or Arnold Palmer, but I will.
Yeah, Babe Ruth, wrong sport, but that's fine.
No. He also golfed. Don't let him fool you.
I never saw pictures of that.
It was never photographed, bro. It was like, dude, he played baseball when like the Titanic was above water.
But I saw photographs of him playing baseball.
Yeah.
Why weren't there any photographs of him
I don't know,
swinging
man.
a
Come on,
club?
what do you want from me? Are you kidding me? I live 8 hours away from downstate. Goodness. Go Yankees.
Oh, I'm a Red Sox fan. Just kidding. I don't watch baseball at all. So I'm a nobody fan.
Prediction right now, 2020, Yankees win the World Series. All right, now.
Prediction right now, 2020, Boston wins the Stanley Cup.
Oh, my God. Go
Bruins.
upstairs, eat sushi. All right. Initial taste, A++.
God, go eat a carrot.
A+++.
For initial taste?
Yeah. And I'm getting black pepper. And what are you getting?
It hits your tongue very sweet.
Yeah, it does.
Like, if you're talking black pepper, so just to compare it to the Amplify Rye from 3 Chord, this is hitting your tongue very, very sweet. Where that one had a bite to it because it was more front pepper, like forward-facing pepper, instead of the ever-popular backward-facing pepper.
You getting grain?
A little bit, yeah. It kind of goes back to that cereal a little bit. Mm-hmm. But it's very, very sweet in the initial taste. I would give it an A++++ too. This one's high up there, dude.
So what do you want, black pepper and grain?
Yeah. Okay.
Ending notes.
This is why I love what we do. Look at the initial taste on the board right now. Pepper, chocolate cream, lavender junep, and then cherry vanilla.
We don't get enough credit for our palates.
This is why we do what we do.
That's right.
Love it. All right, ending note. I'm sorry. So with the ending note and like middle note, we'll call it, I get the tobacco. So we should probably write that down too. Because it's very, very heavy. And it's not a gross tobacco. So if you are sitting there thinking that you might not like it because it's tobacco, definitely try it first. Because there's a very, very pleasant tobacco taste to it. Which probably goes more towards like a burnt grain rather than a tobacco.
It's a tobacco that leans towards, as odd as this sounds, a cinnamon. For the ending note.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Ending note.
Dude, that one went down so smooth. You know how Tony from 3 Chord said that if it's burning, you're swallowing it wrong? That was the perfect swallow I've ever had. That went down way too smooth. This is dangerous.
The perfect.
And then, yeah, so it ends with like a smoky taste coming from the tobacco, coming from the cinnamon, the grain. It's ending with like the smoky, oaky type of cinnamon-like taste to it.
So
This is a dynamic whiskey too.
So
Man, we're getting good at this.
So our palate's complete. We put in our 2 cents. Let me read you what I was reading in the beginning. So the whiskey opens with notes of caramel, cereal, and grain.
Pretty good at this game.
Then evolves to another layer of spice, tobacco, black pepper, and a hint of salted nuts. Damn it. That's
Salted nuts? Okay, that's what
that's,
we're tasting.
yeah, that's what that is. And then the cinnamon
Salted nuts.
The cinnamon finish with a touch of smoked oak lingers with great depth and length. That's what I meant by travels through the nasal cavity, and it exfoliates your face. This is...
You know what, too?
Oh, God, it's so
The
good.
initial sweet or smooth taste is what you said during the interview where it hits you with that butter taste to it.
Yeah, there's a butter... So the absolute last ending note is butter. For me.
Really, I taste that more forward. The back end, I'm getting more tobacco. Again, with this hand motion. Don't know what this is. 2020, my New Year's resolution is to stop using my hands so much.
You're Italian.
That I can't help it.
Not gonna happen.
But I'm getting... But butter is a forward note to me.
So what's your ending note? Ending note rating.
A plus check mark.
Agreed.
Good. No regrets.
Yeah. Agreed.
What I got.
I feel like that's how Cardi B would say agreed. Agreed.
Regret. Like that?
No, that's Cardi B. Did I say Cardi B or did I say Snooki?
Jesus Christ.
I'm everywhere.
You said Cardi B.
I'm drunk. I need food. All
I
right.
think you said Cardi B. We'll look at the tapes. We got this on file.
I know. Final rating. Give me the countdown.
All right.
Season 2, first final rating.
Woo! 3, 2, 1. 95.
98.
Really?
Dude, this is my favorite whiskey ever.
Okay. So 95 and a 98.
Hold on, I can maybe do math from season
96.5.
Stop.
WYRK.
Okay, 98 divided by...
I'm telling you, it's
What do you-
96.5 of
what do you-
95.
95. Oh, hold on, I gotta add them and divide by 2.
Oh my god, we're going back.
98. What are you, 95.5?
No, 95.
95 divided by 2. 96.5.
Oh, I wonder who said that. A, B, and so forth.
SpongeBob.
I'm an LO. You know.
Wee woo. 96.5.
So 96.5. That's our rating for this. 96.5. Cask and Crew Double Oaked Rye. Mark it down. So I was talking to a friend today, and we were talking about, actually it was yesterday, we were talking about the podcast and how he was asking me if there is an app out there that tracks your whiskey that you've had, similar to the way that there's this beer app out there that does it, Craft on Tap or something like that. We should make a Buffalo Happy Hour app in the future.
Trademark, time, date, stamp, patent pending.
Got it. Yeah, patent pending. It's in development already. Don't steal it.
Yeah. I'll talk to my guy in contract law. We'll make it official.
Do it. But yeah, so 96.5. Very, very high up there.
Cask and Crew Double Oaked Whiskey is one of the finest whiskeys I've had in my life, including Kentucky.
Wow. That's a hot take.
And I stand by that.
How closely do you stand by it?
All in.
That wasn't an answer, my question.
It is. All in. I stand by that 100%. I'm all in.
So you would... Okay. All right. I dig it, dude.
This competes
dig
with
it.
Kentucky products.
I think all these compete with Kentucky products.
100%.
All these are better than Kentucky products.
Most are.
Today I was walking... Yeah, most are. Good catch. Today I was walking through work, and I saw somebody gifted, a manager at my work, we won't say where I work again, was walking through work, and somebody gifted a bottle, and I walked in there, and I'm like, I know that bottle. That's Woodford Reserve. And he's like, yeah, man, love it. Let me give you a better bottle.
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah, grow up.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Granted.
No, Woodford Reserve is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a very, very good whiskey.
Yeah.
But a lot of these do compete. I would honestly, like, for me personally, I enjoyed Hartman's much better than not much better. I shouldn't say that. I enjoyed Hartman's better than this one. I enjoyed the spice and oak backhand and like the dynamic nose because I was getting quite a few flavors in the nose.
Here's how I would classify this with Hartman's. So if I'm having a rough day at work, a very long week, but I want to have a very good whiskey, it's Hartman's. Mm-hmm. If I want to present a whiskey to somebody who's over at my house who I know appreciates whiskey and can actually have a conversation with me about their palate, I'm presenting this.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that.
Because Hartman's is similar to 3-Chord Bourbon, the blended whiskey. Mm-hmm. It's similar to that, where that is the go-to every day.
Yeah.
And you know you're getting a fine product, you know you're getting a good taste, and you know that you can enjoy it. And then if I'm trying to impress somebody that's not with a scotch, and I want to impress them with a whiskey, it's this. Because you can talk about this for hours.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally just talked about it for an hour. Like, it's good.
What time are we at? Can we do something really quick?
We're over an hour.
All right. Let's save it for next week.
Okay.
Next week, what I want to do, because we don't have an episode scheduled next week yet, do we?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, we do, but we don't have segments.
Because I think that, and maybe this can be a later episode. It doesn't have to necessarily be next week.
We have 18 episodes that we have yet to record.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
And then we have 4 interviews that we have yet to record. So we have
if we
18...
stopped reaching out to people right now.
Yeah. We have a lot going on.
Okay, so eventually, I want to take... This is a good episode for in the future. I have 6 Glencairn glasses, pending somebody doesn't break them all. I have 6 Glencairn glasses left, so we can compare 3 whiskeys. In a future episode, I want to take 3 of our favorite whiskeys that we've rated the highest. So right now it would be Hartman's, Cask and Crew, and probably Black Button Collaboration. Those were our 3 favorites so far. Mm-hmm. I want to take those, put them in a Glencairn glass each, and us smell it, see if we can guess it, and re-rate them without knowing what bottle it is. I'll have Gina or somebody pour the glasses, and we'll figure it out.
That's going to be cool, because during our party, your Christmas party, you asked me, you're like, what is this? And I had no idea, and I was able to pick it up.
Oh, you know,
and it's a product that we didn't even do on the podcast yet.
Right, yeah.
So we're getting there.
So 19 episodes that we haven't recorded yet.
100.
No, not 100. 19. But yeah, so okay. Well, let's wrap it up here.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Yes.
So we're the Buffalo Happy Hour. If people just stumbled on this, and we appreciate you watching, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Go follow our who we collaborate with. So Queen City Creative Works. They're the ones that are designing our shirts. They're the one that's going to put a beautiful touch on this amazing table.
They made
Go
this?
follow. Yep. They made that shirt as well with the Buffalo Happy Hour, and made our Christmas ornaments, which is badass. Jesus. See, this is what I mean by if we don't break glasses.
It's empty.
I don't care. We're going to break glasses. I don't care. So also go follow Western New York Heroes. They're our counterpart for our shirts that we're working with.
Western New York Heroes.
Western New York Heroes. And then make sure that you're following all of our social media accounts, that you're subscribed, like, and comment on this video. Let us know some of your pet peeves, kind of bringing it back to the beginning of the episode where you and I got heated real quick. We got a lot of content coming out. Make sure you subscribe and click that notification button. We got a lot of stuff coming up. I can't emphasize that enough. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
All right, people. Follow us, love us, drop a comment, drop a like, share us.
This has been episode 14.
Help
of
us
the Buffalo
grow.
Happy Hour.
This has been episode 14. Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious. And this has been episode 1 of season 2.
Episode 1 of season 2, 2020. We're coming in hot.
Give us a like for that.
Let's go. We're growing
kidding?
this pod. It's all for the people.
All right.
All right.
We out.
Love you.